Super Mario GVT presents Mario and Barney react to A World of Music. Hello, I'm Mario. I'm here with Barney. Hi everybody, it's good to see you again. Today, we're watching Barney's musical Around the World episode. That's right! We go to pretend countries where there are different kinds of music. Let's watch the episode and see. Here we go!
Barney is a dinosaur from our imagination, and when he's tall, he's what we call a dinosaur sensation. Barney's friends are big and small, they come from lots of places. After school they meet to play and sing with happy faces. Barney shows us lots of things like how to play pretend, ABCs and 1, 2, 3s and how to be a friend. Barney comes to play with us whenever we may need him. Barney can be your friend too if you just make believe him.
A World of Music.
Canada!
I've heard of that country.
Me too!
Where is Canada?
Well, here's the United States, and here's Canada right above.
Now it's your turn to spin it, Sean. Okay, here goes the globe. Round and round and round it goes. Where it stops, nobody knows.
That's a globe with different countries of the
It's
world.
Scotland. I haven't heard of that.
The kids are
Do you
looking
think
at
people who
different
live there
countries.
talk like we do?
Well, maybe, but lots of different countries have their own languages, and their words don't sound like ours.
I wonder if their clothes are different too, or their music.
Well, you can learn about faraway places and their people from books.
I know we've been doing that in class this week, but I wish we could fly to other countries and see them ourselves.
You wish you could.
The wish will
If we use
come
our
true
imagination,
once you come
we
to
can go
life.
anywhere.
And I
Can
did
we
come
really
to
visit
life.
other countries? Can we?
Sure we can. I have lots of friends all over the world who would love to meet you.
Then why don't we make a pretend airplane and fly away to meet them?
That's a great idea. Oh boy. Everybody line up your seats.
Thanks,
Here we
Ma'am.
go.
You're welcome.
Oh, I love to fly. It's so much fun.
Wait till our friends.
Oh boy, I wonder where we're
There you
going.
go.
I don't know, but I
On a
can't
pretend
wait to
airplane
get there.
made of
Barney, where are
chairs.
we going first?
Oh, that's a surprise, Lucy.
We are
Okay,
flying
Captain,
to
we're ready
pretend
for
countries
takeoff.
Then
with
fasten your
imagination
seatbelts, and away
from Barney
we'll
myself.
go.
Oh, we are flying in an airplane, looking out the window, watching the clouds go by. Flying in an airplane, looking out the window, up so very high. Looking out the window, we can see the wings. Down below, we see other things, like little tiny buildings and cars that are small. It makes me feel like I'm really tall. Oh, we are flying in an airplane, looking out the window, watching the clouds go by. Flying in an airplane, looking out the window, up so very high. Pretending I'm a pilot is a lot of fun. Think when I grow up, I really might be one. But for now, I'm just enjoying being in this plane, safe from the snow and from the rain. Oh, we are flying in an airplane, looking out the window, watching the clouds go by. Flying in an airplane, looking out the window, up so very high. Yes, we are looking out the window, watching the clouds go by. Flying in an airplane, looking out the window, up so very high.
Looks like we're circling for our first country. Prepare for landing.
Where are you landing?
Greetings, Barney,
Hi.
and lassies and laddies. Welcome to Scotland.
Barney, that's the country that
You're
I
in
picked on the
Scotland?
road.
Oh, good for you, Sean.
That's right. But this isn't really Scotland.
John.
That's just
It's
a little
actually the
Scottish
playground
greeting I
set.
use with
It
my
was
friend
decorated to
Fergus
look like
McLennan.
different countries of the
Fergus, I'd like
world.
you to meet my friends Lucy, Min, Derek, and Sean.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. Any friends of Barney's are friends of mine.
Now, where was Scotland?
Well, Derek, you live here in the United States, and you've flown all the way over here to Scotland.
Oh,
That's a long way.
Scotland is in the part of
Why is
the
he
United
wearing a
Kingdom,
scarf?
or
that's
England.
called a kilt, Sean. And sometimes men who live in Scotland wear one on special days.
Aye, that's right, Barney. And meeting friends of Barney's makes this a very special day. But most of the time, we dress pretty much like you do.
Mr. McLaren, what's that?
That's a bagpipe, lassie. We play music on it. Barney, would you like to try playing it?
Oh, I think we'd rather hear you play, Fergus. Would you?
Well, I'll be happy to play for you.
Oh, great! I love bagpipes.
Lucy and Min are dancing to the music. Go Min! Go Lucy! My friend from Scotland is playing the bagpipe. He volunteered me to play the bagpipe, but I decided to turn it down
What's up,
and let
Barney?
him play the
Barney?
bagpipe
That's
instead.
Mr. McLaren's way of saying you were very good.
Right.
Well, thank you, Mr. McLaren. We think you're a Bonnie bagpipe player.
Thank you, lassie.
Well, we'd better say goodbye to Mr. McLaren for now. We have other countries to visit.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
It's about Scotland.
My pleasure. Come and visit me anytime.
Where's your next stop?
Oh, shalom, Leslie.
Shalom, Barney. Shalom, Yeladim.
What'd she say, Barney?
That's the way people here in Israel say, hello, children.
Wow, we're in Israel? Where's that? We were in Scotland before we came here.
Well then, from Scotland, you flew all
We
the
flew
way
all the way
over
from
here
Scotland
to Israel.
into
That's right.
Israel.
I'd like you all to meet my friend, Leslie Chudnow. Leslie, these are my friends Lucy, Min, Derek, and Sean.
I'm glad you're here.
And we're happy to be here and meet you.
You know, Lucy, we have a song here called Hava Nagila, which means we are happy to be here together.
Oh, that's for sure.
Then come dance with me.
Okay. Oh.
Hava Nagila, Hava Nagila, Hava Nagila Venisnaha. Hava Nagila, Hava Nagila, Hava Nagila Venisnaha. Hava Naranana, Hava Naranana, Hava Naranana Venisnaha. Hava Naranana.
Barney, is that a dance in Israel? It's kind of a dance in Israel. Awesome
Way
dancing!
to say we're happy to be together.
It was
sure
awesome
is, 'cause
dancing.
singing and dancing, it makes us even happier. Well, it's time for us to go now, Leslie.
Thanks for visiting me. Come again.
Okay.
Shalom, everyone.
Shalom. But doesn't that mean hello?
Shalom does mean hello, Min, but it also means goodbye and peace.
Oh, I get it. Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom, להתראות. אני אוהבת אתכם.
Oh, love you too. So long. Shalom.
Shalom.
Where to next?
Barney, welcome to Africa.
Why, thank you. Hey, everyone. I want you to meet my friend Ife Amani. Ife, these are my friends Lucy, Min, Derek, and Sean.
Alafia, it's nice to meet you all.
You too. Okay, let's see. We came from Israel.
And now
We
you
came
are
from
in
Israel
Africa.
all the
That
way to
flag
the
is
continent
from
of
my country,
Africa.
Nigeria, which is in Africa.
Mrs. Amani, I think your African clothes are pretty.
Oh, thank you. Women in Africa have worn dresses like this for many, many years.
You know, Ife is very good at telling stories. Would you please tell us one now?
Oh, I would love to.
Oh, boy. Oh, I love stories.
There was once an ant, and this ant was out on a journey. And it was this ant's lucky day because he came upon a crumb this big with great jelly all over it. Oh, he was so happy and so excited to have found this wonderful, delicious crumb. He knew that if he could get this crumb home
Barney,
to his
what's
family,
she telling
oh, they
you?
would all love to eat of this crumb.
She's
So he got
telling
behind
me
crumb
and the
he pushed.
kids
Then he
the story
pulled.
of the ant and the
And
crumb.
then he pushed. And then he pulled. Oh, but it wouldn't move. The crumb was
Whoa,
much too heavy for him
that was
to
a
carry
giant
all the way
crumb.
home by himself.
Sure
Well,
was
there
a giant
bee
crumb.
flying
The
by,
ants
and he
tried to
called out,
struggle.
"Bee, oh, bee, will
He
you
did
please help me
struggle,
get this wonderful, delicious crumb
pulling
home
the
to my
giant
family?"
crumb by
And the bee
himself.
said,
It was too
Can't
difficult
you see all this pollen on my back? I'm getting
until
home to
he
my
had some
family."
help.
And he went on by. Well, he was so angry, the ant stood back up. He got behind the crumb and he pushed. Oh, and then he pulled. Oh, and then he pushed. Oh, but it still wouldn't move. Well, he was going to give up. But then there was a beetle. You know about the beetle. The beetle is very, very tricky. The beetle, he saw the beetle coming. He said, "Oh, beetle, beetle, will you please help me with this crumb, this wonderful, delicious crumb? Get it home to my family." Well, do you know what the beetle did? The beetle walked right up to the crumb, and took a bite out of it, chewed it up, swallowed it, and said, "There, I've made it lighter for you, haven't I?" And he went on his way. Oh, he didn't help at all. Well, the ant stood back up, and he pushed, and then he pulled, and then he pushed. Oh, but he still couldn't do it. He said, "I just can't do it. I just can't do it all by myself." He sat down. Well, there was a spider in a tree, and the spider, she came down, and she sat next to the ant, and she said, "Well, ant, if you will not take that crumb home to your family, I will surely take it home to mine." Well, the ant stood up and he said, "No, no, this is my crumb. I found this crumb." He got behind the crumb and he pushed, and then he pulled, and then he pushed, and then he pulled, and then he pushed, and then he stopped. He looked around, and he was at home. He had pushed that crumb all the way home. All his family saw the crumb. They were so excited and so happy. Well, the ant looked back, and there was the spider. And she said, "I knew you could do it, just as I know you can do it, too."
Oh, that was wonderful.
That's a great story.
What a good story.
Ife, why don't we teach the children an African song?
Oh, yes, I know a song. It has a game that you play with it. It's like musical chairs. Oh, Barney, will you pass me the stick?
Oh, why, certainly.
There's a different kind of music in Africa.
Thank you. We make a circle.
They play African
We pass the
music.
stick around in the circle. The one who's holding the stick at the end of the verse is the one who's out.
Oh. Umbura. Umbura yet
Kind of like a singing game.
Yana,
His She said, whoever has the most... Whoever has the stick is out at the end. We play this song again.
Yatsumara, Umbura Yatsumara, Yana, 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 Yana.
That was fun.
Well, Ife, I guess we'd better be on our way.
Derek held onto the
Thanks for telling
stick,
us a story from
and
Africa.
Min was the
Oh, you're
last
welcome,
one
Lucy.
standing.
And please do come again.
Okay. Bye-bye. So long.
Where are you going next, Barney?
Gosh, I think we're in China. That's right, sweetie. You sure are in China. Hello, Barney. It's good to
The
see
next
you
stop
again.
is
Hello,
China.
Gloria. These are my friends Lucy, Min, Derek, and Sean. Everyone, I'd like you to meet Gloria Chen.
Hi, Mrs. Chen. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Are we a long way from Africa?
You sure are, Sean. You flew from here all the way to here.
And that's China.
It is China.
What kind of instrument is that?
Oh, this is an ancient strings. We call it 古筝. And if you like, you call it Chinese guitar.
Oh, Chinese guitar.
Around the
would you like to
world,
play something on my Chinese
there are some
guitar?
instruments
And you
that
can
people
hear
play
something
differently
different how it sounds.
Okay.
and play music differently. These look like Chinese streamers. They sure do. They can be used in Chinese dances most of the time.
That was very pretty.
What's all the noise about?
It's a surprise for you, Sean. Oh, well, I would like to show you how we celebrate the Chinese New Year. That's why you see all this decoration here.
Ooh.
Well, would you like to join us, the celebration, and do a Chinese New Year dance?
Oh, a dance.
Okay, well, now, the dance telling a story about the sun up in the sky and a dragon.
Ooh, dragon.
Yes, yes. Well, Barney, would you like to play the sun?
Okay.
Yeah, and Lucy, the others, how would you like to play a dragon?
Oh, a dragon. The story of the Chinese New Year dance. The dragon sleeps in his
Ooh,
cage
that's the
throughout
Chinese
cold
dragon.
winter. When the new year arrives, the sunlight wakes the
It's
dragon.
not
in
really
his
a
dark
Chinese
cage.
dragon.
The
It's a
dragon is
costume.
hungry and
My
wants to
friends
eat
are
the
inside
sun,
it.
so he chases it. Oh, oh, oh. But no matter how hard the dragon tries, he can never catch the sun.
Well, I believe it. It's hard to see where you're going under there.
Wow, you kids did a wonderful job telling
That's
the
a short story.
Thanks, Mrs. Chen, for letting us celebrate Chinese New Year.
The story was short because my friends had to get out of the dragon
Sure had a
costume
fun, didn't you?
because it makes them hard to see where they're
Bye-bye,
going.
everybody, and come visit me pretty soon.
Okay, we will. Thank you.
Watch out, Barney.
Oh, no. Here comes that dragon again.
Now they're back in.
Oh, look out. Oh, you look so fierce.
The next country is...
Hola, Barney. Bienvenido.
Gracias. And good
It's
day to you,
Mexico.
senor. I'd like everybody to meet my friend Abundio Ortiz.
And I'm happy to meet all of you.
You brought us to Mexico.
That's right. You came all the way from China to Mexico. You see, Mexico is a country very close to where you live here in the United States.
We learned about Mexico in school the other day.
Did you learn about our music?
Yes, and I love dancing.
Did the kids already learn about
Then you
Mexico?
love La Raspa. It's a popular dance
4
number in
episodes
Mexico.
after this episode is the Mexican-themed episode. Besides, the same group for this episode is in the Mexican-themed episode, so this could have taken place after the Mexican-themed episode. Speaking of Mexico, we're doing La Raspa, the Mexican hat dance. Woohoo! Look at them go!
Oh, I love that.
Sometimes they play that song at baseball games when my dad takes me. And all the people clap just like we did. But I never knew it was a Mexican song.
Lots of our favorite songs and stories have come to us from other countries.
You know, my grandparents live in Mexico, and my grandfather taught me how to sing De Colores. It's a very pretty song about colors.
I know that song.
Senor Ortiz, will you sing it with me in Spanish?
Of course.
Oh, boy.
I know that one. De Colores. What's De Colores? De Colores is Spanish for the colors.
De colores son los pajaritos que vienen de fuera. De colores es el arco iris que vemos lucir. Y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí. Y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí. Y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí. Y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, well, we better fly back home, everybody.
Gracias for playing your guitar for us, Senor Ortiz. We all had a lot of fun.
Oh, I sure did.
I had fun too. Adios.
Adios.
Nos vemos.
Bye-bye. So long.
Adios.
Now you're going back to the United States?
Thanks, Barney. That was a great trip around the world.
Yup.
I had a
We are back home in the United
this time,
States.
too.
I never knew there were so many different countries and languages and music.
Oh, there are many more countries than those we visited today, Min. And I have friends in all of them.
Well, there might be a lot of different countries in the world, but I know one song everyone all over the world can sing.
I loves you, you love me. We're a happy family with a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you love me too? I loves you, you love me. We're best friends like friends should be, with a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you love me too?
Thanks, bye, Charlie.
See you soon. Bye-bye.
That's me and my doll farm holding a globe, winking. Hey, that's the sound of a gong. It sure is. Now it's time for Barney
Hello
Says.
again to all my friends. I'm glad you came to play. Our fun and learning never ends. Here's what we did today. We used our imaginations to fly around the world and visit many different people in many different lands. Our first stop was the country of Scotland, where we heard our friend Fergus McLaren play a very special instrument called bagpipes. We danced a Highland fling to his music. Ooh. The next country we visited was Israel, where Leslie Chudnow taught us to sing Hava Nagila and dance along with it. In Africa, our friend Ife Amani told us a wonderful story about a little teeny ant and a very big breadcrumb. Ooh. And we played an African game called Umbura. I've never played a game with a stick before. And Gloria Chen showed us how the people in China celebrate the New Year. We played with streamers. Oh, and it was lots of fun acting out the story of the dragon chasing the sun. In Mexico, my friend Abundio Ortiz played his guitar and taught us a wonderful song about colors. It's fun to learn different things about people around the world. Sometimes our clothes are different, or our words sound different, or we play music on different instruments. And our dances can be different too. But there's one thing everyone can do the same all over the world, and that's love each other. And remember, I love you too.
It's so much fun for kids to travel all around the world and learn different types of culture and the different kinds of music they play. Do people all over the world have different instruments and play different music? That's right! Some music is traditional for every country. Some music is entertaining. If you enjoyed this video, thank you for watching! Bye everyone! See you in the next episode! See you later! What kind of music do you have in your country?